Good morning and welcome to 3 Minutes of Truth. I want to read to you from Matthew 7 from verse 24, a parable Jesus tells. He says, "Therefore everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the wind blew and beat against the house. Yet he did not fail, because it had its foundation on the rock. But everyone who hears these words of mine and does not put them into practice is like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the wind blew and beat against that house, and it fell with a great crash." So what I want to talk about today is building foundations in our life. Why is it so important, and what are some things we can begin to do to make sure that we are building strong, solid foundations that can withstand storms that may come? What I mean by foundations are building your character that will be able to sustain all the pressure that you're going to go through in life. And I'm also talking about your beliefs. How firmly do you believe, and what truths do you believe and hold on to about God, about yourself, about life, about the meaning of it all? If you don't know what you believe, or you're not strong in your beliefs, or especially in core beliefs, then you're not going to have a strong foundation. And when things get a bit shaky, you're going to want to jump ship on being a Christian, or jump ship on following God, or whatever it may be. Alright, so the first thing I want to draw out of this parable about foundations is you can't build them during the storm. If you look at the story, they had to build their houses, foundations, everything, and then the storm came. Once the storm was there was nothing they could do. They now had to trust in the foundations they had. The man who had the rock had to trust that the rock would keep his house standing. The man who had the sand had to trust that the sand would keep his house standing, which it didn't. But at that point in time, there was nothing more they could do. They now had to trust in the foundations they had set. And it's the same thing in life. You can't wait till the storms come or till times get difficult to now try and learn or grow your character or learn more truths or begin to believe truths or try and apply truths in your life. It's too late at this point. You need to build foundations before the storms come, and those foundations will then get you through the storms. The next thing I want to say is build the foundations that apply to where you want to be in life. You know, if someone wants to build a house on the side of a mountain, they're going to use a very, very different type of foundation to someone who, say, wants to build in a flat plain or maybe on a lake. It's completely different types of foundations because they want a different end result. So you need to just look ahead at where you want to be in life, the kind of life you want to live, what you want to achieve, your dreams, your goals, what it is you want to do with your life, or what it is you feel God is calling you to do with your life, and say, what foundations do I need? What characteristics do I need? What things do I need to hold on to and know in my own heart, in my own life, so that I can be in that space, I can achieve those things and get through whatever storms, whatever pressures are going to come along with me pursuing that. Everything worth achieving in life is going to require some sort of perseverance, endurance, going through difficult times. Often, even when you get into that thing and you've achieved it, maybe that's when the difficult times come unexpectedly, and that's when the foundations you built beforehand are going to be so important. Alright, so the last thing I want to say about foundations is that first opening line in verse 24, where Jesus says, "Those who hear my words and do them are like the man who built his house on a rock." Foundations are built by the things you do, not the things you say, not the things you believe, not the things you listen to your pastor teaching, not the courses you sit in on. It's the things you are doing right now in your life that are determining the foundations you are building. So my closing challenge to you today is to go look at the habits, the practices in your life. What are you doing every day, and what kind of person is it making you? Is it building strong foundations in your life that are going to be able to withstand the storms that may come? My name is Nathan, and this is 3 Minutes of Truth.